pester me. I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah.
Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push a mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python. Grab what I like real fast, choke until I have everything I attack. Everything that I lack, everything that I want and I see, matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
My mic was muted that whole time. I'm happy you put that down there. I didn't even see it. My bad, people. I'm sitting up here talking. Let me do the intro. What up, though? It's the word. I am your reality coach, and this is your shot of reality. Before we get into that, let me get into the chat. We got the nines in the building. Tay East, Antisocial. What up, sis? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. DD, Liz B in the building. Hey, man, I apologize for that. I hope that wasn't too long. I'm happy you said that. I appreciate it, Tay. I just happened to look down and see it. My bad. My bad. But we're going to talk about trauma bonding tonight. It's something I wanted to talk about for a minute. Can y'all hear me cool now? I usually do a mic check, but I kind of just jumped on. So, trauma bonding is most associated to romantic relationship. And the way it's explained is this, right? Bonding through trauma. And it's usually an abuser and an abused. And what happens is the abuser abuses the abused and then give a positive reinforcement. So, for example, if a man was to hit a woman, then apologize and buy her a gift, and she accepts the apology. That's what they consider trauma bonding. Meek, what up, though? Appreciate you. But in this sense, I want to talk about not romantic relationships, but relationships in general. And this is kind of a prelude to a show me and Cisco do Tay on Kings and Queens POV. So this is like a build to that, right? A prelude to that. So in the sense that I'm taking the concept and associating it is what I observe not only in real life, but mainly on YouTube, right? And I'm going to break that down so y'all can see, hopefully y'all can see things a little different. And, you know, we give you tools you can use in life. We're solution seekers, and when we see a problem, we handle it, right? And this is the issue I see occur time and time again. And you might look at, if it don't go over your head, you're going to start looking at things a little different, right? But, so the way we taking this concept now is trauma, right? It's different forms of trauma, but rejection. You know, we talked about rejection before, the dark side of rejection. And what happens a lot of times, trauma or rejection, right? Rejection occurs, people feel emotional. If you look up the definition of trauma bonding, it's all based around emotion, right? So on here, you see people may get rejected from a group, right? And they tend to go with other people who got rejected from the group. They form their own group, and now you got one group against the other group. And the reason that's bad, because when you bond with trauma and you don't have intentions to heal, but to continue the trauma, right? It start festering, people become bitter. There's people who trauma bond in a positive way. In my opinion, you'll hear about help groups, support groups, people coming together through trauma. You know, it can be spousal abuse, it can be, you know, a lost loved one, different forms of trauma. But they come together with the intention to heal. So what happens, as they're healing, they start developing friendships, relationships. And those relationships are good because you have intentions to heal, meaning you're looking to move forward or go forward. You're not festering on something that happened to both of y'all. You're healing from it. So what happens with those relationships, sometimes people develop relationships like that for life. I was in a support group. There's 3 people who I talk to till this day, you know, about a lot of different things. I did business with some of them. You know, we healed from our pain, and we move forward. We develop good relationships. But on the flip side, this is what you see too, right? So people bonding together because of rejection And that's emotional. People get emotional when they get rejected. They feel left out. They feel like somebody stabbed them in the back. Gary busted down. Brown is in the building. What up, though? DJ Fruit Loops, appreciate you. LSP is in the building. Dee, appreciate all y'all. Appreciate y'all. But what happens when they bond without the intention to heal, right? They get together, click up because they have a mutual disdain for someone. It can be a group, it can be a subject. But when people get together and start developing relationships for the wrong reason, what happens is they start to notice they got other differences. And those differences usually split people up. Or you might even see this too, right? They get together, they have a mutual enemy. Now that enemy is no enemy no more. The person is gone. Now they need to find another enemy. That's why you will see groups who get together to go against one person. After they're done with that person, they find somebody else. They always got to find a villain. That's why they bonded. They didn't bond to heal, to get over it. Lisa J, what up, though? Mentexo's in the building. Appreciate you. But that's why people get together. In that sense, when people come together for the wrong reason, and those start developing relationships, that's why they don't last. You see people who've been cool for a year on YouTube and then they fall out and they be like worst enemies. Like, hold on, man, y'all was rocking hard for a whole year. How y'all have a disagreement and then next thing you know, y'all tearing each other head off? Like, think about this. If you truly friends with somebody and y'all have a fallout, you probably be mad or pissed at the person, but you ain't wishing death on them or nothing like that, or they love them. You ain't, them people do that because they were never really cool. They came together for some, almost cuss, but they came together for some BS in the first place. Their intention of coming together wasn't to build nothing prosperous, wasn't to develop a positive working relationship. No, they came together because they both hated something. And then when they ain't got nothing to hate, they start hating on each other. That's what I'm pretty sure a lot of us seen that. You see somebody, they all buddy going at one person, and then a week later, they going at each other. Like, hold on, I thought y'all was just cool. People will find, and it's people out there. This is why you have to be careful. When I tell you, do not give people the instrument to your own destruction, because it will be people out there to see a weakness, a chink in your armor. And they will exploit it. They will tell you a story similar. We got the same pain. Now you can relate. Now you're relating to this person. Oh, they went through this. I went through this. Oh, see how they doing them. They doing me like that too. They did that just to get close to you, to take advantage of you. People use people. And if you think you cannot be used, you got another thing coming. Especially if you have vulnerability. That's why I tell people, just sit back and relax. Don't be so quick. Relationships, let them develop. There's some people who I get cool with. We've been cool for a while. It's nothing forced. It just developed. It's people who I never thought I'd be cool with that I'm cool with now. Time will tell everything. You just gotta allow it to. I understand we live in this microwave society, but nothing grows overnight. Nothing fruitful anyway. Everything should take time, and enjoy that time. In that time where you get to develop relationships, you get to learn a person, what makes the person tick, what makes the person talk. You understand the person's boundaries, so you can better interact with them. If your intentions is good, you should want to know. If you plan on actually developing a relationship with somebody, you should want to know what their boundaries are, just so you won't cross them. You should want to know how you can be more of a benefit to them. How can y'all work off one another? But if you coming together, if you like this person because y'all both hate that person, y'all trauma bonded. People think trauma is physical. No, it's emotional too. And rejection, if people don't know how to take rejection, I done seen people be bitter for years over being rejected. Rejection is one of the things that, depending on how and where, I mean, people have get rejected and ended themselves. That rejection continue in an emotional spiral. But you have to be careful on this app because, we all got things we working on, right? But that's why you never hear me complain about. I'm not coming on here complaining about nothing. People come on here and give a little bit too personal business, and the wrong people hear it. That's they door. That's they door in. That's the way that's their way in. Think about this, right? All this scam stuff happening on the internet. These people targeting older women, right? Whose spouse probably just passed. They targeting them. Why? Because they vulnerable. They call them, build a relationship, tell them how much they care, show interest. This person lonely. And then all of a sudden, this person need a lump sum of money. Now, this person has been keeping, the elderly person happy, content. So now they just, okay, look, I want to help you. The whole life savings gone. How do they get to that trauma bonding? People, I don't see how you can do that. How can you fall for that? Because people be hurting. People be hurting. You with somebody for 20, 30 years and then they just gone. That I can imagine how that feels. And now you got some low life taking advantage of that. This is the world we live in today. I see people doing it on here. It's to be a help, not a hindrance, and a plus, not a minus. I try to be an asset in any form of relationship I'm in. If it's a friendship, if it's a business, definitely, in a romantic, I try to be an asset. That's how I built myself. I built myself to be an asset. Because I know if I'm an asset, then if I meet the right people, I get a fair exchange. Frankie Blanco's in the building. I was reading an article in Psychology Today, and they say most friendships are born off of dislike. Like people generally bond quicker off of dislike, but those relationships don't last. It's the intention of why you coming together with someone. A dislike usually is formed from some form of I'm not gonna say all dislikes are formed from trauma, but some experience that was unwanted. That's what most dislikes are built from. So bonding with somebody off a dislike is easy because y'all both don't like this, but it's not fruitful. The intention on why you come together. If you come together to build, to network, Big Dog Philly OG, appreciate you. Hey, do me a favor. I ain't got Nightbot live, but can y'all drop Big Dog Philly OG? Can you drop, if y'all don't mind, anybody who don't have a wrench, can you drop the people? I mean, anybody who do have a wrench, can you drop the people's link who don't have a wrench? And feel free to drop your link too, if you got a wrench. Appreciate that. Hey, y'all go check out Big Dog Philly. He had some great conversations. I was over there chilling. I was in the bushes most of the, I was in there for the majority of the live. I just had the kids running around, but it was some good conversation over here. I was building, man. And that's what I like to hear, like conversations with people. Even when you have a disagreement, you can come respectfully to an understanding. And we need more examples like that. So I appreciate that on the platform, bro. The realest one is in the building. Appreciate you. But yeah, coming together because you don't dislike, that's trauma bonding. And that term, I'm talking about the concept, the term itself. Like I said, that can be debatable. But when you come together with someone without good intent, because y'all don't like this person or y'all don't like this, it don't usually last. Because when that is over, now you need something else. You need another villain. You need another bad circumstance. This is why when, an officer off a black person, we come together and rally. And then when the court case is done and everything, everybody go back their separate ways, doing the same thing they did before that happened. They didn't come together on no positive building stuff. They came together because of a trauma. Somebody got deleted. It outraged a lot of people. After they got justice, they went back to their everyday lives. Nothing has ever been built off of none of those. What progress has been made off of any of those rallies that happen within a community? Ain't nobody open no stores. Ain't no businesses go major. Nothing. Ain't no towns or nothing get built. Ain't no black schools get built. None of that stuff happened off of none of them people coming together. They just waited for another traumatic incident to happen to come back together. That's why you need... Hold on 1 second. Oh, that's cool. You can unhide her. Okay, she out here. Oh, no, that's cool. Meek, no. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me,
I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve in a world that's lost its way.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits some loose shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor.
Oh man, Anti, you almost took me out the game, and I had coffee coming out my nose. Hey, you understand? Meek, she is really, really apologetic for hiding. I'm like, it ain't that serious. Trust me, Meek is a content creator. She know that happen every now and then. Like, oops, I be putting people on, hiding people in my pocket. I was listening to somebody one day, and they was like, the word in here? I'm like, I ain't even typing the chat. You in here hiding people, bro? You ninja sniping? I look at my phone, I done hid 2 people. I'm like, how did I hide 2 people in the phone in my pocket? 2 people. One person is like, okay, but 2 people, they like, nah, bro, you didn't. I really didn't. It was really in my pocket. I was pocket sniping, so it happens. Oh man, I still taste that pumpkin spice creamer in my nose. Thanks, Anti. I appreciate that. But nah, yeah, and I'm gonna give another example. And I gave this, I gave it a couple days ago, a couple videos ago. But kind of like that Mode 3 sector and the Kwame Brown sector, right? So like the Mode 3 sector, those people came together because of the trauma. One of their favorite artists not here no more, so they came together, trying to figure out what happened. They built relationships off that. But when it was all over, what happened? They started bickering and fighting. They didn't have anything else to focus on. And they continuously did what they came together to do. They didn't come together on no positive tip. They came together because it was trauma. So there was no intention on building nothing off of that. But you had some people like, okay, look, I got this following, I'm going to build this platform. Then they try to do different content. And then they see their numbers drop. Why? Because people wasn't supporting you because you was doing all this different content. They was supporting you because of the trauma bond. So you have to be careful on here why or how you develop relationships with people. If you develop a relationship for a mutual disdain of something, then that's why y'all together. Y'all ain't come together to build nothing, to network. Y'all came together because it was some BS going on, and y'all needed to team up and form Voltron to take out the evil. But now the evil gone, you ain't got nothing else to fight, so you start fighting each other. It's countries that did that. Like this is not something that just happened on here. This is something that happens in life in general. But it's easy because we all on here. James, what up though? Sirius is in the building. What up, sis? Appreciate you. My bad, Sirius. I ain't see you at first. So yeah, just be careful how and why you develop relationships with people. And you'll hear, like when I first came on here, people was like, man, just give them a little bit of the mess. And then when they get there, then you start talking, you'll talk. And I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't doing that. That's building it off of something that's not genuine. So when I'm not talking that, they ain't gonna come through. So y'all came together on some BS, and that's how your relationship was mended from shit, basically. So what do you expect? You shouldn't expect nothing less. You shouldn't expect nothing less. But if you look at the dynamics of even YouTube, right? The whole dynamics of YouTube, how things are constructed and people, there's so many clicks on here. Hell, we got one, the 9%. And talking to the sisters, we was talking, and I asked Tay, because Tay been on here a lot longer than I have. I said, have you ever, you develop relationships on here. Have you ever developed relationships and the progress of what, or people just saying what I come to build? What did they build? Like, if y'all can't be privileged to our conversations, because we got some stuff coming. We do got some stuff coming. But the way we've been building is something beautiful, because this is why I came on here. I came on here with the intention to share information and gain information, to network on and off here. My mind think crazy. I have a desire to be successful in life, and I'm going to do it on purpose. I ain't going to do it by mistake. I'm going to do it with attention. And to find other people who have that same desire, honestly, is rare. People say it, but you don't see it. So the way we've been building, the way we've been creating, is refreshing. Shout out to Miss V too. I've been networking, building with Miss V for probably ever since I joined the winning team. And that's what I was looking for people who, when I say build, everybody say build, right? But what you building? I'm building a brand. People come on here for different reasons: entertainment, education, a distraction sometimes, and that's cool, because I get a little bit of all of that too, right? I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. I watch this for entertainment and to be distracted, but given the potential to build. Shout out to the Cash App. Appreciate you. Cash Apping from the bushes.
Come on, get that money, 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 money. I don't come the money, money.
Appreciate that. Hey, I had a Cash App the last episode, and I did not see it, so shout out to that Cash App also.
Let's make this one. Let's make this one. Money.
Appreciate that. Hey man, all donations are greatly appreciated. I'm not monetized, but even if I was, I would still appreciate it the same, because it helps the show. It helps me come on here. It helps get apps, get equipment. It helps everything. It really do. I'm gonna get it out of my pocket anyway. I'm gonna go get it, but y'all helping me out, it just showed that I'm appreciated, and that made me want to go even harder. So I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. You a nut. you a nut. No, I appreciate that. But yeah. So this is what I be telling people, right? Because for a whole year I came on here, I sat back, and I'm one of them people. I'm kind of strategic. I like to understand what I'm doing and how to do it, but I'm not afraid to jump into it at the same time. But while I'm in it, I'm learning. So just understanding how this YouTube thing works, this virtual reality is different. It's different from in real time, because some people, they really just don't think they can develop relationships through social media, but you can. You really can. You just got to do it with the right intention, with the right people. And just like in real life, unfortunately, you don't get that time, that face-to-face time, that you don't get that person-to-person connection. But you can still do it with purpose. Have communication. If you coming on here and you cool with people, you actually develop a relationship. It's clear communication, understanding what are we doing, why are we doing it? Because like I said, a lot of times you get together with people on here because you like the content created. Then you get in the chat and you be cool with people in the chat. And you be chatting with them, every day for a whole year, but you don't really know people unless you get a little intimate with them, right? Have conversations off here. I appreciate that. Nate the Great is in the building. Appreciate you, Nate. James, did I say what up, though? What up, though, Uncle No Shirt? But what you can do is just give it time, and attention. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? It's cool to be cool with people, but before you start calling people your friend and telling people your secrets and stuff, make sure, the people is worthy of it. We tend to look at people the way we look at ourselves. If we trustworthy, if we loyal, if we give people that. Kalani in the building. KY, what up though? But if we loyal, we expect the same thing from other people. And that's not wrong. It's not wrong, but it's not right at the same time because people different. People just different. That's just what we have to accept. And just see things and see people for who they are. That's why I say I don't judge no one. I just see people for who they are. If I rock with you, then I accept your good and your bad. It's people who on here, and I'm just being real. It's people on here who, like in real life, I probably wouldn't have never met. We probably never would have been around each other. I probably would have never met. And that's what happened. And it's some cool people. But because of my lifestyle, because of their lifestyle, we probably never would have ran into each other. But since we see we have similarities. So, the old Forrest Gump, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's how it is with people, man. They can be somebody who you, like I said, you never expected. Like I wouldn't have never ran into you outside of this virtual space. Probably never would have had a conversation with you. But now that I have, I see we got more similarities than disinterest. I see you about your business, I'm about mine. We might even be on different levels. We might be on different levels of life, but that don't mean nothing. You good people. But then you get the latter half too. So do it with purpose. Nexie. I know for a fact, had it not been for the internet, I would have even looked certain folks' way. And that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't for the internet, my bad. Miss T, what up though? Appreciate you. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's some people you never would have, even been around them. Y'all wouldn't frequent the same areas or nothing like that. But then you get to talking to them, and you're like, dang, this person cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say just make sure you have, like, I don't do that trauma bonding stuff. That's why I don't come on here crying about my site or nothing like that. I don't cry about none of my woes. I don't want nobody feeling bad for me because I don't feel bad for myself. I really don't. I do not feel bad for myself, so I don't need nobody else feeling bad for me. Not that I won't appreciate it. It's just I understand. I understand how things work, I guess. So now I don't do the pity, I don't do the sympathy or empathy, but I appreciate it. Sugar Love is in the building. Oh, sugar. But that's how things work, right? So you just have to be careful. And like I said, the easiest way to avoid all this trauma bonding stuff is not to come together with people unless you have intentions to do something, like to build something, to heal from something positive. Because if you get, because of those lower emotions, because of rejection, because of pain or loss, you gotta be sure you got together to heal. Because if you just got together to complain and I'm not gonna use the B word, but to complain, then when you have nothing else to complain about, you go turn on each other. It's sectors that was built like that. Like I said, the Mo3 sector, even the KB sector, right? You know, all those people came together to support KB because people was talking about him, right? So what happened right after? Hey man, he kind of got he got both of them, bro. He put both of them down, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. He got them. But after he did that, what happened? Then it was somebody else. But when it was nobody else, then they started looking at each other. And the whole sector split and created two other sectors. And those two sectors don't like KB, and KB don't like those two sectors, and those two sectors don't like each other. And it's like, wow. This dude had 1,000 people in the chat. Thousands, 3,000 at a time. Now you got a couple hundred. Why? Because they all split. There was no more enemies, so they turned on themselves. You see that? You know, just being on YouTube. Queen of the whole damn thing in here. What up, though, Queen? But imagine if you did the latter half. And that's what me and my sisters doing. You know, we sit down, we had conversations, we build off of one another. We see each other's strengths. We see each other's weaknesses. We throw ideas around, we create on here. And the stuff we do on here, we're going to take it off here. Play this real quick.
When they ask us what the 9% stands for, we just smile and show them.
Hey, shout out to Sugar and Spice. Hey, if y'all missed that first episode of Sugar and Spice, you got a little bit of both. You got some sugar and you got a lot of spice. Go check it out, man. It's on Lingerie and Cocktails. If one of y'all can drop that link in the chat, you can even drop you can share the video in the chat. Yeah, we had some fun. So we will be rocking out with that. So look out for that. And we got some other stuff coming. You know, we got Kings, Queens, POV coming back. Me and Tay go rock that out. You know, they got the Sugar and Spice show. That's going to be moved from Lingerie and Cocktails some nights, and then it's going to be on Antisocial some nights. So definitely check them out. Like I said, we got some stuff coming. And so we got together for the intention to build. We want to build our brands, right? We want to establish our brands. So we working with one another. We all got strengths. And we building with those strengths. You know, I'm coming together with good intention. You know, so we know things are go get rocky. That's adversity is in life. But when we come together with good intentions, we know we click tight. So we willing to weather the storms with each other and keep it pushing. This is what happens. Or when people say, "What are you building?" This is what we building. We know to be successful in this YouTube thing, we have to create something that people want, create something that people need. And I can think of some stuff, Tay can think of some stuff, Antisocial can think, right? But when we come together, now we a well-oiled machine. We bouncing ideas off one another, concept. That's what we build. That's how you build. I mean, it's cool to come and like and share. That's all cool and that's all appreciated. But what are you doing? How long can you do that? How far can that take you? What's the next level? When people say build, that's why I be like, what are we building? Show me. Tell me. And if you can't, then why you keep saying it? Let's do something. That's why, like Miss V, shout out to Miss V. I'm telling you, man, she put a rocket on my back. I heard her crying on live one day, and I'm like, oh no, that's a rally cry. Like, let's get it, Miss V. You passionate about it. That was passion. People, you hear somebody cry, you think they in pain. No, man. People cry because they desire things, because they want it so bad. And when I heard that, I'm like, I want it like that. I want that right there. That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. That's how bad I can taste it. But what you gonna do? Are you just go try to take the easy route? No, we like to work. We like to put in work. Because I know if I do what I'm supposed to do, I'm gonna be rewarded. If I can put out content that people can benefit from, it might not happen today, might not happen tomorrow, might not happen this year, and it just started, but it will happen. And I'm fine with that because that time gives me more, it just gives me more ability and gives me more time to develop, to enhance, to evolve, to get better at what I do. So when I do get to the top, it's like practice. That's why I don't mind the time. I don't mind the journey. I don't mind the travel. Not in a rush. It's lessons to learn. You know, even when I first got monetized, I wasn't ready for that. I didn't even know what to do with it. But I ran with it and I learned on the go. And you see what happened. Got demonetized. But I learned even more. And I had good people around me pushing me. Like, hey man, don't worry about it. It's gonna be all right. You good? You good? Yeah, I got you. Y'all still coming to support. Just a hiccup. Not even a hiccup. It was a blessing in disguise. That's what it truly was. Because it made me get hungry. I got content. And so now, even linking with people, right? With good intentions, right? With good intentions, that's pushing me further because I know it's people like, hey, I got trust in you that you go do what you said you go do. You go perform. Now I got 2 people, 3 people really, to hold me accountable. And when you're trying to do something great on purpose, you need that. Because, like I said, adversity. Especially with something this big. Do you know it's people who change their family lives off of social media by not even providing something that people can benefit from? Just a distraction or a form of entertainment. So if they can do it with that, imagine just me, who I am. I'm looking at it like this. If they can get that from entertainment, I can get that from helping someone. You know, people think people don't become successful or rich or wealthy for helping people, and they do. They do. You don't have to. You don't have to sell out to make it. You might not rise to the top quick, but you don't have to sell out. You can put the work in, and you can time. What up, though? 100% time. Nothing comes easy in life. You shouldn't want it if you can't work hard. Hey, hard working God. There you go, brother. That part right there. But yeah, you. Why do I keep thinking of Howard? But you don't have to. You don't have to sell out. You don't have to. Uh, Compromise your morals or values. You don't have to do none of that to make it. You can just work hard and be genuine and put yourself into whatever you're doing. You know, the more I can be me, um, the more I can create. You know, just being me. It's gonna be people who don't like me. It's gonna be people who love me. And even with that, right, you have a choice. You can focus on the people who don't like you, or you can enjoy the people who love you. I choose to enjoy. You know, they both always gonna be there. It ain't going nowhere. People, I'm just, I'm just being real. This is why I say, I'm not here to save everybody. I ain't here to save nobody. I can't save nobody. But why I say that is this, because even like this trauma bonding I'm talking about, right? You'll have people come on here and they give you this grandiose idea that one day everybody be in a kumbaya state, everybody be at peace. It's never been like that throughout the age of time with human history. We always been fighting. We always go be fighting. It's positive and negative. That's going to always exist. That's not going anywhere. That's like a fabric of life, of creation, good and bad. That's not going nowhere. So even that, people have that desire, have that wish, because they've been through some stuff. Boy, I got balloons under my table. That's crazy. I prefer folk to dislike me. Hey, if you gonna be real with it, be real with it. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna be real with it, be real with it. But since the age of time, man has been fighting, man, and it's always gonna be like that. You know, it's always gonna be an adversary. Always gonna be like that. So that kumbaya stuff, I don't. That's a waste of time. Instead of trying to fix the whole world, why don't we just build what we desire? Just build what we want. And whoever don't want to participate, oh well. They have the right not to. Let them live their life. Let them live their life. You know, you can only do what you can do. So instead of trying to fix the world, just fix yourself. And if everybody do that, guess what? The world is fixed. you see how I'm sorry to laugh, man. But this is like it's so I don't understand how people don't comprehend concepts like that, right? Everybody trying to fix everybody else, right? And that'll never work. But if everybody go within and fix themselves, then it ain't no problem. Ain't nobody broken. If everybody focused on themselves, focused on their home, if everybody did that, But everybody ain't gonna do that. Yeah, and guess what? You can't save everybody. So the people who don't do it, oh well. Oh well. Everybody got their timetable. If somebody would have came to me and gave me the opportunities when I was 17, 18, 19, 20 that they gave me when I was 27, 28, 29, I wouldn't have took them. I wouldn't have. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't have took those opportunities. I wasn't ready. If I would have met my wife in my 20s, no, I wasn't ready. I'd have had fun and left. It would have been over. I wouldn't have appreciated her for the person she is. I wasn't ready. But when I fixed myself, then I was ready. So that's what I always say. I'm not going to hurt nobody if I can't help. If I can't help, I'm not going to hurt them. I just move along. Go my way. Let them do their thing. And leave that situation. So if one day down the road that person is ready, then we ain't got no drama behind us. We left on good terms. So now that you're ready, now we can build. You know, that's why I always say I don't throw nobody away. You know, I don't throw nobody away. Just because people might not be on the level that I'm at, that don't make them bad people. Because shit, it's levels that I gotta reach. It's people, you know what I'm saying? It's always somebody better than somebody else. That's just what it is. It's always something better. And if it ain't better now, it'll be better later. About time LeBron came in the league, Michael Jordan couldn't keep up with him. But if LeBron would have came when Mike was in his prime, it would have been a different story. Hold on, I like some people just like you because you breathe in. Yeah. Hey, I used to look, when I was younger, right? I used to be like, man, I'm a cool person. Why don't nobody like me? And then when I got older, I was like, these people just miserable. Like, I stopped caring. Like, I understood. You will go crazy trying to figure out why people do some of the things they do. But it's everything that a person does on the outside is a reflection of what they are on the inside. That's just what it is. Like this. Hold on. Anti, I know you ain't. I seen Keymosh is in the building. What up, sis? Hold on.
Subscribers, listen to me. Listen, subscribers, listen. We ain't talking about y'all, okay? We are talking to the collective. We are not singling nobody out. We are talking to a whole. When we get up here, we are talking to everybody. So if something hits your soul, that means that may be something you need to work on, okay?
Yeah, so I'm gonna use this example. I ain't gonna say no names. I'm talking about the situation, right? This is I don't care about the people, but the situation. So I heard this guy say, oh man, I don't even know if I said it. Okay, so I heard this guy on here and he said, hold on one second. I can do a cut salt real quick.
Inside of me, you better watch out if you ignite me's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored, loves the blood and gore, always wanting more, feeding from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness, torn apart quick. You left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up and discarded.
And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Okay, I was told to leave that one alone. Nah, it ain't. Some people just sensitive, so I'm not even gonna bring that up. But this is what I'm saying. You just have to be due diligence with who you use your due diligence on who you deal with. Just understand why you building that connection. How make sure it's purposeful. Make sure y'all going towards something. Because if you got together with someone because of a dislike, like I said, eventually y'all gonna be at each other necks, right? Y'all gonna bump heads. Y'all got together for the wrong reason. And what generally happens, you find a reason. You need another enemy. You're still in that mindset. It's all about how, man, look, you have to, if a person does something to someone else, just realize it's just a matter of time before they do it to you. I'm trying to give y'all the tools that you can use to understand how to navigate not only through YouTube, but through life. Things are just what they are. Some things are hard to accept, because it's uncomfortable. But the quicker you accept it, the less uncomfortable it becomes. I'm a true student of Neely Fuller. Neely Fuller said, he was talking to black people. He said, if you ain't coming together to build something, just stay away from one another. In life, I just do that with all people. If we not coming together, if we don't have a reason to come together, then why? We ain't trying to develop or build something, then why am I wasting my time trying to have a relationship? How are we going to benefit or complement one another? Like, I literally look at, when I meet people, I literally think, how can I be an asset to them? What can I add? I don't look at the person like, what can I get from them? Because I know if I can add value, then I will receive whatever it is. It might not even be from that person. They might know somebody who can give you an opportunity. Might know somebody who can give you a chance. You don't know. But if you're not an asset, then what are you? If you ain't giving, then you taking. Right? That's just what it is. If you're not adding, you subtracting. That's like if I come into your home and I don't bring nothing, and I'm drinking, eating, using lights and gas, then I'm a detriment. I never understood that, how people can just, I don't know, like people just like feel comfortable mooching off other people. I never understood that. And that's because my perception, like I said, not just everybody, even me. I be having rose gold glasses on sometimes, looking at the world just how I see it. And when people don't fit that criteria at times, I'm like, that's weird. Why would they do that? Like, why? I think that, like, sometimes, like, why do people just do the messed up things to people? Like, if you don't like somebody, why even be around? Like, why do you have to do something to disturb them? Why not just get away from them? I used to go crazy thinking about that. Like, this don't even make sense. This person not even bothering you. Okay, you don't like the way their shoes look. You don't like the clothes. So you don't like the hairstyle. Oh, she too big. She too skinny. Is okay. So why be around them? Why go out your way to even say something to them instead of go mind your business? And the simplest answer, I figured it out. because people fucked up on the inside. People messed up themselves. And instead of fixing themselves, they like to see the flaws in other people. Everyone's flawed. Everyone has flaws. That's just what it is. Some people's are more noticeable than others. But there's something wrong with everybody. And for you to go out your way to point out things that's wrong, that's why I say is a lot of times when people say stuff, I just listen because they're telling you how they think. They're telling you how they see the world. They're telling you how they feel. So it's not even what they say. I think why they say it. Like when someone says something to me, before I even break down what they said to me, I try to understand why. That might sound backwards, but I guess that's how I go through the process of what they saying. Like I hear exactly what they said, but before I get an emotion or even have a rebuttal to what they said, that's probably a better way to word it. Before I have a rebuttal or response or any type of reaction to what they said, the very first thing I'm like, why would they say that? And I think, are they telling me what they think or are they telling me what they feel? Because a lot of people project, even me talking, even this whole conversation, right? This is the projection of my thoughts. I created a title. I was thinking about this. And now I'm putting it out here. That's a projection. Anything from the inside exposed to the outside is considered a projection. So what are you projecting now? Are you projecting your fears, your insecurities? What are you projecting? Your doubts? Are you projecting your strength, your wisdom, your knowledge, your love? What are you projecting? Your camaraderie? My grandmother told me one day, she said, always be a respectful person. Because if you can't respect yourself, you can't expect other people to respect you. And I didn't know what that meant. She told me that when I was like 7 years old. My grandma used to talk to me like I was an adult already. Like, be like, what? Telling me riddles and shit. Like, hold on, bro. What that mean? I don't know what that mean. I don't know what a sugar cane is. What is a sugar cane? I don't. But she was right. If you ain't got it in you, you can't put it out. And if you can't put it out, you can't expect people to accept it. If I'm not a respectful person, why would I even want people to respect me? They gonna give me something I ain't got for myself? That's weird. But that's the society we live in. People want participation trophies. Because I'm human, I deserve X, Y, and Z. That's nice, but that's not reality. The reality is you go get what you give. That's reality. You go get what you give. And sometimes you go give and you ain't gonna get nothing. That's just reality. But definitely if you don't put out, you ain't gonna get nothing. If you just sit around your whole life and don't put no effort into it, don't get it. Think about this. If you don't work, right? This is what I used to try to tell the young boys, the hustlers, right? Are you putting money away? Or did you start your own pension plan? Because when you get old, you ain't getting no check, bro. You can do this. But if you think you'll get a retirement check from this, nah. You go pray to get on disability or something? What you gonna do when you too old to do this? Miss Tracy, what up though? Appreciate you. Oh, the queen ain't got a wrench. I'll give it to her 1 second, bro. Let me I put my phone on the charger. I got you, queen. But that's you have to give to get. That's just how life works. And like I said, sometimes you go give, you can, and I used to think about this too. Like I can be nice and respectful to everybody and they don't do it back. Right? And then I used to be upset, like who raised them? I'm respecting you, I'm being this, I'm being that, and you won't give it back to me. Then I realized I'm around the wrong damn people. They don't respect themselves. So how I expect them to give it to me? Even if I gave it to them, they can't give it back. It's not in them. It's not in them. So, and then I don't even fault people like that. I just know not to be around them. I don't care how nobody live their life or what they do in it. I really don't. I don't sit here and judge people. I'm straight. I ain't got time for it. I don't care. That's their life. As long as it don't interfere with mine, we good. Go live your life over there. I live mine over here. That's just a distraction. Just because other people don't want to do right don't mean I have to. And just because the world is cruel and cold and there's nasty people in it, that don't mean I have to be like that to survive. I'm not even trying to survive. I'm living. I'm done with that survival. Survival is a mode you go in when need be. That's not something you live in. You're not supposed to be living just trying to survive every day. You're supposed to be living to live. Survival should be situational. That should be something you go to if you need it. That shouldn't be something you just in a constant state of. That's not living. And it took me a while to even understand that. Because I was born into that. Just trying to survive. Just make it work. Do the best you can. I was born into that. I didn't know it was another way. But when I figured it out, I started telling other people. And they looking at me like I'm crazy. It like, well, yeah, get your ass out of here. Change the environment. Try that. And then as you experience life, you start thinking different. This is the whole concept. If you want better, you just got to do better. You just got to do it. Some change is scary, man. It's scary sometimes. But it's necessary. It's necessary. You have to change the environment. You might have to change the people you're around. Like me personally, this is just the type of person I am, right? I feel like I was born to be great. I don't know in what. I don't know how. I'm just going towards greatness. And whatever vehicle the creator put me in to get there, I'm going to take it. I know it's mine. I don't like settling for things that I know I can get more of just because it's in front of me. I will turn down a plate of food if I'm hungry if I know I can get exactly what I want 5 miles down the road. I just got to keep walking. I will keep walking. I will pass up a plate. I will pass up some spring water if I knew it was some alkaline water 4 miles down the road. I just keep walking. I'm not settling. But that's me. Some people, their aspirations ain't as high. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. There's levels to everything. But I like to be around people. I have to be around people who stimulate me. And that's what stimulates me. People wanting more. That's what draws more out of me. That's what makes me get more creative. That's what makes me rise to another level. Knowing that is people next to me doing the same thing or desire. I would rather somebody try something and fail than never try at all. The people who are afraid to try things, I'm straight. Because, and not all, but some people, because they know you can go higher and they can't, they try to hold you down. They try to keep you from reaching the top because they know they're going to be stuck down there by themselves. You know, everyone ain't going to be a king, right? That's a given. You know, everyone ain't going to be a leader. Everyone ain't going to be the top dog. That's a fact. I just don't think that should stop people from trying. I don't care if I'm never a king or the top dog or anything. That don't make me stop trying. That don't make me give up. Because the person who made it, they didn't give up. That's why they got the spot. You know, it's millions of people thinking they can be an NBA player, but there's only 1,000 chosen to play in the NBA. Couple thousand, I think. I don't know how many exactly people in the NBA. It ain't that many. It ain't that many teams, and there's only 15 people. Anyway, but the people who make it are the people who never gave up. People start off with it, then they get a little adversity and they quit. That's why Pops never cried or said he was proud of me, because he expected me to do good with all the lessons and tools he gave me. Yep. And Mama be proud. Not me. I mean, Pop. There's more to do, boy. Hey. That's like Kobe, you know, when he won that conference final, they was like, Kobe, you ain't gonna smile? He said, no. He said, there's more work to do, the NBA finals. He said, after that, maybe I'll smile, or I'll be thinking about next season, so maybe I won't. And I'm like, man, this dude is on some Ultra Instinct Goku type shit right now. Like, that's how bad he wanted it. He ain't had time to smile. He was thinking about championship, thinking about the next level, going forward, you know. But that's just, I just feel like this. You know, everybody different, but mediocrity was never an option for me. I always had to work harder. I had to grind harder than everybody else. I wasn't never the fastest, the strongest. I just outworked people. That's what I could do. I had the desire. Like, I was willing to pass out. I was willing to faint or do whatever I had to do. But I was like a little Tasmanian devil. My greatest attribute was not giving a fuck. Like, I'm gonna run through a wall. I might break a couple bones doing it. It might take me a week or two, but I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna wear that wall down. Eventually, that wall will get tired of me running into it and give in. That's the mentality I had. Success is not something given to you. It's something you go get. And if you ain't willing to sweat, you ain't willing to bleed, you ain't willing to cry, I don't know if you really want it. It took all those things, and it take more. Sleep. If you need your 8 hours of sleep, I hope you're already where you want to be. I hope you're already where you want to be, because ain't nobody got time for that. When you want success, you lose sleep. Yeah, it's always something. It's always more. And it's always gonna be more. That's just what it is. It's always gonna be more for us to do. Like even like I hear some of the conversations on the internet, and just the way black men are depicted nowadays. It used to be disheartening, but all the stuff I hear, it don't describe me, so I don't really care no more. I don't even associate myself with that. I don't. With none of the rhetoric. I can't relate to it. It's not my reality. I come from a blue collar family. Everybody bust their ass. That was normal. So we treat women with respect. Like the man in my family, like I was raised with this concept to protect and provide, right? And my uncle broke that down to me. He said to protect and to provide for a female is to protect her from anything and everything, even you, even yourself. If you truly protecting a female, you not only have to protect her physically, you have to protect her emotionally, you have to protect her mentally. And that emotional and that mental part, you can be the instrument of her pain. You. So you have to protect that, and provide is to provide anything she needs. If it's to help cook, if it's to wash clothes, if it's to sweep it, that's providing. It's not just bringing money or food to the table. It's to provide if she needs you to provide emotional support. This is how it was broken down to me. This is how I grew up understanding. So now when I hear people say it, I'm coming. So now when I hear people say it, I be like, that's it? Provide what? Do you just make the money and bring it home? That's it? No emotional support? No, you ain't got to do, oh, that's why she got friends. Oh, okay. So it's weird to me, but I understand because everybody wasn't raised like me. Not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying they wasn't. But that's my understanding. And then when I say that, oh, you a simp. Okay. I really care what you think. I'm a happy one then. I'm happy. I got a wife. My wife loves me. My wife adores me. Do you get that? No, because you're on the internet bashing women. Maybe that's why I'm not bashing women, because I have developed good relationships with women. Because I know how to talk to women. I know how to treat women. Maybe that's why I don't have an issue. And the ones that I can't be myself around, I don't deal with them. I ain't gonna go complaining about them. That's not part of my reality. If a person desires to live or do whatever they do, that's what they do. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But I don't blame other people for the issues or problems I had in life. I don't. I recognize, hey, I went through it. I got through it. I learned from it. Made me a better person. But I just want to make, check out the background. I don't even put a new background up there. So we got sugar, we got spice, and I missed the knife, and that's what the 9% is made of. That was dope, y'all like that. I just made that up. But yeah. But if I can leave y'all with something, just understand why you cool with people, Just understand why, and think about that, man. Look, we adults, so I'm gonna just keep it funky. You have to be responsible. I don't care about that accountability. I mean, I do care about accountability, but if you ain't responsible, I know you ain't gonna be accountable. So, all that accountability talk, it sound good, but at the end of the day, if you're responsible, you don't have to be accountable. You know, accountability is after you mess up. Just stop messing up. We adults, you know, there's no reason why we should be coming together because we don't like somebody. It's not a good reason. That's what kids do. That's what kids do. If you come together, make sure it's beneficial, at least. Make sure y'all can benefit, because if not, it's gonna be a problem eventually. Eventually, it's gonna be a problem. But let me get my behind off here. My son done woke up. I appreciate everybody for rocking out. Hey, shout out to the Cash Apps. I greatly appreciate it. We'll be back. I gotta talk to Tay, see if she can come on tomorrow. But we'll definitely be back soon. But y'all know what I always say, care about how you feel. These are the conversations to build nations. And if I say anything to resonate with you, do me a favor, hit that share button, tell somebody to tell somebody. Help me spread the word. But until next time, we out. Shout out to the 9%.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah.
He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression,
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, heard it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep on this evening. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem.